Hey there, Hawkeye fans. Justin VanLaere here to talk to you a little bit about the Iowa men's basketball team's upcoming game versus the Penn State Nittany Lions in Carver Hawkeye Arena. Both teams are currently sitting 0-4 in the Big Ten Conference. Matt Gatens is coming off an ankle injury he sustained in the last game versus Tennessee State, so hopefully he isn't affected too much by that. Penn State is a team that just doesn't give teams extra possessions. They don't turn it over. They limit the offensive rebounds for the other teams, and that will hurt Iowa considering the limited touches and possessions the Hawkeyes normally get. One thing in Iowa's favor, though, is Penn State. They allow teams to get off a lot of three-pointers, and their perimeter defense is a bit lacking, and their team does have a couple problems in the area of scoring droughts like Iowa does, so that should help Iowa out a little bit in that regard. Players to watch for Penn State. Of course, when you talk about the Nittany Lions, you're going to have to talk about their junior point guard, Taylor Battle. And I've said in the past, you stop Battle, you beat Penn State, right? Well, absolutely wrong. And check this out. I've looked some stats up on this one to try to back up that argument that I had previously. In the 8 losses that Penn State has had, Battle averaged 17.5 points per game. 3 of those, he didn't get double-digit scoring. 3 of those, he went over 20 points. In the 8 wins that Penn State had, Battle averaged 17.6 points per game. 2 games he didn't get in double digits, and 2 games he went 20 points or above. What does that mean? I don't know. Apparently it's not that big of a stat. He has seen his scoring slump a little bit since the Big Ten play has started. He's averaging right about 14 points per game in Big Ten play, whereas he was closer to 9 points per game in out-of-conference play. Other guy to look at, Chris Babb, if only because he chose Penn State over Iowa. He really takes care of the ball. She's a great shooter, good range, and has a pretty good shot from three-point land. He could be the difference maker in this one. Keys to the game. It's going to be a slow-tempo ball game, very few possessions. Iowa needs to take care of the ball. Iowa also needs to get on the defensive glass. No second chance points for Penn State will be a big thing for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Another thing, I know I just talked about Taylor Battle and the scoring doesn't really matter. Iowa cannot afford to let him go off, though. He's a guy that can carry a team on his shoulders to a win. He gets going, he starts his jawing, and teammates feed off of that, and he can be a very effective player at that point. Iowa's seen that in the past. I said earlier in the week Iowa would get 2 wins this week, and I'm going to stick with that. Prediction for this one, Iowa 59, Penn State 57.